As you notice your breath right now, just for a moment imagine this. Every time you argue, every time you fight to prove your point, it's as if you're stepping into a boxing ring, gloves on, fists up, adrenaline pumping. You throw punches of logic, they throw hooks of emotion. You might land a few, maybe you even win. But look around the ring, blood on the floor, bruises on faces. You won, but at what cost? And your unconscious can learn something powerful from this. Because when you argue with a lover, the win is loneliness. When you argue with a child, the win is silence. When you argue with a colleague, the win is a wall of resentment. That's the future of boxing. Fists always land, but no one really walks away intact. Now imagine another path. Imagine stepping onto the mat, not the ring. Here it's judo. Here you don't block force, you flow with it. A giant rushes forward, all aggression, all power, and with one pivot, one subtle shift, he collapses under his own weight. You didn't fight, you redirected. You asked a question. You turned their energy back toward them. And your unconscious is already noticing. Debate is about control. But questions create openings. One constricts, the other expands. Think bigger for a moment. A world where everyone is boxing. Politicians, families, religions, nations. It's endless war, endless exhaustion. Scar tissue on humanity's heart. But a world where people practiced conversational judo. Imagine governments asking the right questions instead of enforcing the wrong answers. Imagine lovers dissolving fights before they even spark. Imagine your own life, smoother deals, warmer relationships, more influence with less effort. It's not just winning arguments, it's rewriting the rules of interaction. And maybe your unconscious wonders, what happens if you don't learn this? You keep boxing, you keep being right, you keep winning battles, while slowly losing the war of connection, influence, love. Fast forward 10 years. Successful on paper, lonely in practice, exhausted from the fight. Or imagine the other track. You pivot, you question, you redirect. Fast forward 10 years. You've got allies instead of enemies. Your kids come to you for guidance instead of running from your authority. Colleagues respect you, partners trust you, strangers open up to you. Not because you boxed them, but because you guided them with invisible grace. And isn't it interesting how just one decision to stop swinging, to start redirecting, echoes into every corner of life? Questions are levers, tiny sticks that move massive boulders. And you already know how to use them. When you offer a child the red cup or the blue cup, when you ask yourself now or later, instead of should I, you've been doing this judo all along. Now it's time to scale it, to make it your default operating system. But here's the secret. The brain can't resist answering a question. A statement hits the wall of resistance, but a question, it slips through the cracks. And before they know it, they've convinced themselves. You didn't force them, they discovered it. That's not manipulation, that's art. And even as you're listening now, your unconscious can already begin to notice when force appears, to pause just long enough, and to pivot with a question. At first in small ways, at the dinner table, in a casual chat, then in bigger ways, in negotiations, in arguments, in moments where stakes are high. until one day you look back and realise you haven't been boxing for years. You've been winning without fighting, and the people around you, they love you for it. Because the karma of not learning this is simple. Keep boxing, and life will keep hitting back. Bruises, blood, exhaustion. Learn Judo. Life becomes lighter, smoother, more playful. Force drains you. Flow sustains you. It's your choice. Scar tissue or elegance. And isn't it funny how a single shift in language, from I must prove to I will ask, rewires not just conversations but entire futures. So as your unconscious locks this in, right now, you don't need to remember, because the next time someone argues, the next time conflict arises, you'll feel it. A little smile, a little pause, and without thinking, you'll pivot. You'll ask. You'll redirect. And that will be the moment you realise you don't need to throw punches anymore. You've learned to win without lifting a fist. As you